My grandfather would babysit me on Fridays, and one of the first things we'd do after he picked me up from school was stop by McDonald's near my house. And if there was anything sweeter than a kid's meal toy back then, it was a Halloween kid's meal toy. Every Halloween, I set up a display of all the Halloween kids' meals toys I've collected over the years. My earliest memory was a jack-o'-lantern bucket or pail. I can't tell you how impressed I am by this now. I mean, it really is a stroke of genius. The container is the toy. And you can use it on Halloween night for trick-or-treating, which I did. Plus, I think the top came off and was some sort of cookie cutter or something. I had the pumpkin and the ghost buckets, but have long since lost them. So the earliest toy I have is my collection of Halloween Mcnugget Buddies.
Scared Silly, starring Ronald McDonald and the Chicken McNugget.
Ronald, nice to see you in this neck of the woods.
But I don't think they were toys. I think they were actual McNuggets that gained sentience and were dipped in plastic to hide McDonald's tampering with nature.
You can always count on them to be terrific.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
The best part about them was that you could swap out different parts of their costumes. Like you could... They released an all-new set of McNugget Buddies a year or two afterwards, and they were okay, I guess. Out of that set, I got a spider, which is actually one of my favorites, and a fairy princess. After that, they started putting costumes on the rest of the McDonald's crew. Like this one year, when they gave away these little candy dispensers. You see, you put the candy at the bottom, and when you lift the little mask to reveal their faces, candy falls out of their chest. You've got Ronald, Birdie, the Hamburglar, and, well, who the hell are you? Orange Grimace? Now, you probably noticed that I don't actually have any of the toys in the commercial. And to be honest, I don't even remember these. Maybe it was because I was going after some other fast food chains' toys that year. Around Halloween, everyone was trying to bribe little kids. I remember this ad for Pizza Hut and Goosebumps.
I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack! Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Well, Scarecrow Steve says it is.
He's no scarecrow!
Sure he is.
Uh-oh, I think I woke the neighbors!
Look, Pizza Head, you'll be perfectly safe in there.
Okay.
Relax, the Goosebumps guys just want you for dinner. See you in the next lifetime.
But who the hell gets a kid's meal at a pizza joint? I remember getting a keychain from Whataburger once, to hold my abundance of keys, as 6-year-olds are known to have. And I even remember them selling Halloween buckets at Blockbuster Video once. I think it came with popcorn stickers and a movie rental, which is what people came in for anyway. Bizarre. But usually it was a war between McDonald's and Burger King, because they were the ones with the coolest toys. That is until 1997, when Taco Bell introduced these.
I hate this part.
Monsterize are back at Taco Bell. Get them while they're fresh. Just 99 cents with the purchase of a combo meal.
Freaking monster eyes. Crazy straws with giant rolling eyeballs attached to them. Man, these things are awesome. But they didn't come with a kid's meal, so you had to buy them separately. But no one cared. And unlike the kids' meal, you can actually ask for certain ones. By the end of the month, I was so happy. It was the first and only complete set of any fast food chain toys I had ever gotten. Each eyeball had a different name and theme that was summed up in one word. Brain, serpent, nasty, alien, shattered, and monster. Just plain monster. Hooray for the marketing department. Of course, I call them lobes, snake eyes, stitches, fingers, beyonder, and nasty. You can take them out of their little holders and roll them around, except the water inside them is drying out and the plastic is turning yellow. But that's okay, they're still awesome. Just don't drink out of them anymore.
Spew and a half!
After that came Silly Slammers. You might remember these. They were stuffed heads that had voice boxes inside them. After an impact, they would say stuff. It's amazing how much my tolerance for stupid crap goes up around Halloween. Yeah, so you throw them against something and they talk. Yeah, whatever. What? They have Halloween Silly Slammers? Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, I'm an all-year Halloween sucker, but I still love these things. But there's always one thing that confused me. Each of them has a different number of phrases. Watch what happens with M-Bombed. Yeah, that's his name. M-Bombed.
I'm dead. I'm scared stiff. But
Now Harold.
Call me Harry. Happy Halloween. Call me Harry.
See, he's only got 3 phrases, and Gordy's only got 2.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
And he's my favorite. What a jip. And again, these didn't come with any sort of kids meals. I bought these at a Walgreens. But surprisingly enough, Burger King had their own line of slightly smaller Halloween Silly Slammers. And even though I wasn't interested in kids meals anymore, my little brother and cousins knew I collected them and were kind enough to give them to me. But they're still weird. You have this one that has a voice box like the original.
Now you see me. No, you don't.
But the others, well, let me just show you. You have this eyeball that doesn't say anything. All it has is a blinking light. Mine drives me crazy because no matter what I do, I can never get it perfectly centered. Then you have this laughing witch. The trick to this one is there's actually a plunger at the bottom, and when you press on it, it makes this mechanical laughing sound. Now let's move on to something a little bit more low-tech. If you've never heard of Crazy Bones, they're based on a game played in ancient Rome by tossing around miscellaneous livestock bones. Nothing special, you just try to hit all the other bones with yours. Kinda like Pogs, but instead of sheep and pig knuckles, today they're made out of little plastic faces. In one October, McDonald's gave away much bigger versions called Monster Bones. They had special Halloween-themed ones, and just copies of the regular ones, which I always pushed off to the side. Never actually played any of the games with them much, but I still think they're cool. Like I said, I thought my kiddie meal days were behind me at this point. That is until Burger King released the Simpsons light-up graveyard figures. Now surprisingly, I can't find any of the original commercials promoting these, which is strange. You know, you think you can find anything on YouTube. But basically they're these plastic figures you can stick on a diorama, and they got this little switch in front that turns a tombstone, revealing the rest of a message. But what sucks about this is the fact that apparently there's no way to change the little battery. So it's just a matter of time before they stop working. And I guess spending a whole year in storage doesn't help either. And I don't know what happened, but for some reason Krusty looks like he's been shot in the head.
Should I shoot him gangland style or execution style?
Listen to your heart.
But what I really like about these are all the little differences they have. Like the fact that Homer is the only one with a moving part. And for some reason, Bart glows in the dark. They released more of the same the following year, but by the 3rd year, I guess they were trying to get around the battery life problem. You see, these backdrops have this manual pull tab that tells a story, which I guess is pretty cool. These things were so popular that Burger King is now releasing a new set this year, and people are already posting videos about them on YouTube. I've also got this section for Miscellaneous Toys, stuff that I've gotten from other places after about one trip. Like these Burger King glow-in-the-dark troll dolls. Not really Halloween-ish, but I've kept them in the collection. Same with these. I guess there are a couple of toys that go on top of books. You have the Raven from Sleeping Beauty, and this one my brother got. It's really a toy from when they released Doug's first movie. No, the other Doug. Well, it's a monster and its eyes glow, so whatever. But here's something really interesting. It's one of my favorites, and it works better than any of these. It's based on the short-lived Toonsylvania, known for being the last animated Steven Spielberg-produced show, and the final nail in the coffin for cartoon variety shows at the time. But check it out, you just wind it up, pull out the crank, and there! Works just as good as the day I got it. And that's how I start my October, by reflecting on the simpler days, where a little hunk of plastic, a few bits of candy, and cheesy gimmicks could bring me untold hours of amusement. And now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta take a run to Burger King.